Oh, okay. Okay.
I'll stick my head out.
No, you good. No, I mean, this is the job of the trustees anyway. Stuff like that, we handle. We don't have to. Let me tell you this. We don't have to. We don't have to have a meeting every time. You know, something like that need to get done. So, yeah. Okay.
But also so I can finish trying to get the stuff together for
And I think the Zoom went out. We don't.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
I didn't. I'm gonna need to. I'm glad she got her Tuesday because I need to.
And you saw where they got their password and stuff. I sent you the.
Yeah, I got that. But what I'm saying is, I'm not find a way to get an Ethernet cable out there.
Oh,
So I
okay.
can hardwire plug in. I gotta figure something out. I'll talk to her. Right here.
Hard getting out of PE.
That not working?
I mean, it'll work, but man, we got to get a solution.
I don't know what else to do. I got 2 miles to do.
So what we need to do is one day, starting early. This is gonna be key. Starting early in the day. So what day can you do it this week? This question.
Probably Wednesday, probably the best day, because
So we need to start it like probably need to do it next couple of days because work.
Well, we can do it.
No, you don't want to do it tomorrow.
You can do it. I don't want to do it tomorrow. I probably don't have to do it tomorrow. That's probably the best time to do it tomorrow.
Because I'm assuming like I did all the paperwork I need to do. Except for the only thing I'm missing out is a drug test.
We gotta take a drug test.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. So it's probably gonna be Monday or Tuesday at the latest. I would imagine.
Oh, well, let me know.
Because like I said, they want me to start like ASAP.
Yeah, I get it. Just let me know. I'll get you over to take the drug test. I know Liz texted me and she was going to pick you up. I said, OMG. I said, yeah. I warned her. I said,
it ain't that bad this morning.
Listen, I warned her before she went over there. I said,
super sketch.
No, that's all I said. I said, it's rough over there. That's all I said. I left it like that. I wanted her to see what it was for herself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, it's rough over there. And I think she probably texted me as soon as she pulled up near the place.
Mm-hmm.
Because Layla was like, believe Uncle Brandon here? I was like,
that's what I tried to tell you. So I said, it's okay, Layla. It's fine. But
she was concerned.
Yeah.
So as everything I need to do better because everything else was successful pretty much except for the one major thing that I wanted to do. So
yeah, because this guy was like, I had 1.5 guys spitting they stuff to me. Like one guy just relentless, just would not let it go. Like I ain't even. So what happened was this guy that I told you reminds me of Jonathan. He was sitting there. He was like, "Hey man, you said you can give me that information to watch the church, right?" And I was like, "Oh yeah. I got you." So I pulled it up on the phone. Number one, that Zoom information that is on the latest thing on the website, and what y'all is wrong, because that's a trustee one, and it was like 3 people on there.
Yes. You should be able to log into it. You should have been able to.
No, I mean it's the one that with the passcode.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went logged into it. It was like 3 other people on there, and then it said trustee something when you log into it.
Oh really?
Yeah, I mean it was live, but it said like trustee something. So I was like, maybe this ain't the right one.
No, that was the right one. That's
but that's the one I gave him. But so he was like, yeah, where's the church at? And then and then this one cat kind of looked like Snoop was like sitting there like, man, what kind of church is this? And I was like, Amy's Eye. He's like, what all that mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I started explaining it, and he said, what they got to do with being Christian? So I was like, kind of, I talked bad about that religious studies guy, but I was like, okay, he gave me the ammo I needed to have this conversation. He's like, well, all that don't matter because y'all still Protestant. I was like, yeah, all Christian churches in the United States are Protestant.
No. Most.
Yeah, vast majority.
Yeah. That was like 90%. I mean, if you ain't Catholic, you're Protestant, pretty much. That's first thing. You ain't Catholic, you're Protestant. So yeah, go ahead.
But then he was like, man, he's like, let me ask you this. Ask your pastor why they do church on Sunday instead of Saturday like they're supposed to.
I thought my answer was sufficient.
He didn't really want to answer.
No, he's trying to see. What the problem is, one piece of information, you being a legalist, but you don't know the whole story. So
like I was telling Leah, half the stuff he's saying was factually correct.
Mm-hmm.
Like he had the information about Constantine correct. He had the information about the Protestant part being correct. And he's like, but y'all still practicing a Roman Catholic religion. I say, no, when they split from the Roman Catholic Church, it no longer made Roman Catholic. But it's still based in, he said, and then he was like, start going on a tangent about some of the reason why all of us being punished is because, we're the real Israelites. And
he a Hebrew Israelite. That's probably what that is. Horace don't argue with people.
You know what I did? Mm-hmm. The whole time I'm like, yeah. Like, you're right.
Hebrew Israelites, they don't know what the hell they're talking about. We the real Israelites. Okay.
And he's like, how come, ask him if y'all do the feast. If y'all do the feast.
We don't, because you're Christian. We don't follow most of the Jewish traditions. Only one we semi-follow is Easter. That's why we celebrate Easter when we do, because it's in line with the Passover. That's the only reason. Because Jesus died during the Passover.
He's like, you can't just. He's like, ask them if they believe in the 10 Commandments. And I was like, of course.
Yeah.
He's like, no, don't say go. Most Christians don't believe in 10 Commandments, because if you're a Christian and most of y'all don't follow the fourth one, which is celebrate the Sabbath, which is on Saturday instead of Sunday. And I was like,
so yeah. First off, yeah, you did the right thing, because
this went on for like an hour and a half.
yeah.
I'm like,
First, I was like, because I'd be like, bro, you don't know what you're talking about. That's what I stopped talking to. But I was like, you don't know what you're talking about. Because first off, the Bible says, it's in Genesis. It says, it's in Leviticus. Remember the Sabbath to keep it holy. Never says what day it is. You don't know what day God started the world. You don't know what day He ended it, do you? Does it ever specifically say they traditionally celebrated on the Saturday? And I said even early Christians celebrated on Saturday.
So I was talking. So as soon as the guy finally left, because he left, it started right at 8:00, and went to about 9:20, I think.
Yeah.
And then as soon as he left the room, everybody was like, "How you gonna be talking to you about all this and he don't even live his life right?" Like one guy was like, one guy was just like, "Yeah, man, I don't talk. There's two things I don't talk to people about: politics and religion." And I said, makes sense. Because I tried. So the only point I got him on was, I was like, all religions are flawed because all religions are created by man. They're all flawed. They all have flaws. I said, you can't use logic in one sense and then try to, not use it in the next. I said, if you're going to use logic, you got to use logic. He said, well, we shouldn't even call them religions. What are you going to call them then? I said, because man created them. God didn't create religion. But yeah, the one guy was like, man, come on. That guy, he don't even be living his life right most of the time. But then he tried to tell me he used to be a pastor, and he said you got to work. I mean, it could be true. I shouldn't discredit his testimony, but he said he was a pastor, and God spoke to him while he was in the pulpit and told him to leave the building and not to go back. And then so he went. He said after that happened, he had to take a friend's daughter to do a driving class, and he took her to a driving class. He ran into it was on Wednesday. It was a church right down the street from the from the driving place, and they was having Bible study on Wednesday at that time. So he went there and then changed his whole life, taught him how to read the Bible properly and everything.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Let me
Good afternoon, people, sir.
Good afternoon.
All right. Being a pastor.
Thank you, sir.
God bless you.
God bless you. Yeah, we don't equip people how to actually read the word, so we don't get that. But here's the thing: everybody swears they got the absolute truth, and so
That's what it keeps saying. Man, when you learn the truth, man, you'll never step foot in a church on Sunday again. And
I guess what we want to say to them so bad. If you read the New Testament, it says they met together on the Lord's Day. Lord's Day was Sunday. They was doing that even like right after Jesus died. In Acts, it says that people read 3/4 of the Bible and think they know everything. You guys be nuts.
see, he tried to pull his buddy in. His buddy's like, yeah, man, these Christians think they got it all figured out, man. I was like, let me tell you what you're not gonna do. You're not gonna sit here and freaking. It's one thing to try to educate me on your viewpoints. There's nothing to, because he's like, I ain't trying to talk bad about you. But you are. You try to say they're not educated. So I was like,
I'm just up here just preaching the false gospel.
because it's all about money. It's all about money.
So look, that's one part I'm like,
Yeah,
I was like,
he's like, because that whole tithing thing, they doing tithing wrong because they don't do.
oh, he want to do New Testament tithing? So Old Testament was 10%. New Testament is everything. They gave everything.
So he was like, yeah, he's supposed to give 10%, but they don't do the feast and stuff. So why, if you're not gonna do the feast and stuff, why are you doing the 10%? It's like I said, especially when it comes to this stuff. I ain't gonna argue with you because you've already made up your mind.
Mm-hmm.
So
like I said, if you want to exchange ideas, We can exchange ideas. If you want to try to, I'm like, bruh, let me tell you like this. I rather.
I give him his credit. He was like every time I see him, he's reading his Bible and
Yeah,
whatnot.
I tell him this. I'd rather, for the most part, follow this path and get to heaven. And God said you missed some
Oh, we
marks.
already in heaven. That's nothing. We already in heaven.
Oh.
So why would God? Why would there's only two people? He said there's only two people in heaven right now, or two beings in heaven. So like, heaven is here. So that's why God's supposed to come down. We ain't going up. God come down.
But Revelation said he gonna call us up. And we get caught up in there.
No, so what he's doing is messing up. 'Cause that's what Jews believe. Jews believe that we're on earth right now.
Yeah, well, Jews don't really believe in. From what I remember, they didn't really believe in hell either.
Yeah, they don't believe in hell at all.
Yeah.
They believe in heaven.
I think hell is a definitely Christian
Yeah.
concept.
But yeah, and like the whole fire and brimstone thing about hell is a Quaker invention.
All it says is there's a couple places. All it says is it's a place of separation. It always says it's gonna be gnashing of teeth, which I don't understand that phrase per se, but basically it just
You don't know gnashing teeth? Like grinding teeth? Like,
yeah. But it's so when
it's gonna be hell.
yeah. but when they always explain it as if it's like some
So my interpretation of hell has always been, kind of like, so for the Quakers, hell was famine and things of that
they
nature.
were farmers, right?
So hell is gonna be your own personal hell. It's gonna be whatever is hell. Like it will be like you having to listen to Jonathan all day.
Well,
Doesn't that sound like hell?
well that does. No, I was told hell was going to be hell is a place where basically thing because this one dude I watched this video my sister sent me about this boy something like hell, and what he said was he says imagine kind of similar to what you're saying. He said imagine all the things that you jacked up in life. Imagine have to see that in front of you over and over again. And then he was saying hell is this place where he said you're conscious of the people around you that are all suffering. He said and you can kind of look up and see where you're supposed to be. I said, that's hell. That's separation. I was like, because even in Luke where he talks about when Jesus get that parable about the rich man who went to hell. He doesn't say he went to hell, but he says he's in a place. He tell that dude dip his finger in a pool of water, cool his tongue. Sound hot to me.
Yeah, but like I said, the guy just like
Well, a lot of people.
it was hell for me this morning.
Yeah. So them Hebrew Israelites, they want to mix. So
Because he was like, because it all started because he was like, where are you from? Like, I was like, I'm black. And he was like,
oh, here we go. Yeah, because you black, you supposed to be you the real Israelites. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we I knew that was coming.
So I mean that's how it started. So I was like, I shouldn't have even said nothing to him.
Yeah, most of them jokers, that's the first place to go to. If you black, we the real Israelites.
Yeah. That's
Okay,
how-
if you read the book, it never says that's the one little point that they have, and they just run with it. That's what people do with the Bible. They take one little thing. No, Jesus said that Jesus was a Jew of Palestine. The Bible says he had feet of bronze. They don't look like them pictures we see. So yes, you are correct in that aspect, but why is that? You want to look at? Is that the only thing you hold on to?
Well, no, that's why we're being constantly persecuted from that. Because
Now, look, I will say this. There are some similarities. I've been thinking about it. There's some similarities between some of the stuff the Jews went through and some of the stuff we as Christians, and some of the stuff we as black people going through, right? I can see that. And because I kind of looked at us coming to America. Yeah, like Filipino Jesus. You like Filipino Jesus? I like Filipino Jesus. Here's why.
oh, Manny Pacquiao. Jesus.
Here's why. Because I really want Jesus of all different colors except for white Jesus.
Maybe you should commission somebody to do that.
I gotta paint. And I want somebody. I got a series. I want somebody to do. So what I want is, I want a scene with somebody being lynched. I know it sounds horrible, but I saw it when I was walking one day. A scene of somebody being lynched, like hanging from a tree, and there's all people looking up at him. But I want Jesus in the audience, like Jesus in the crowd looking at him.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see like the next scene is like Jesus getting their soul off the cross, and then hand walking them into heaven. It's like it'd be 3 parts. It'd be like bam, bam, bam. But I don't know who the hell could do that. But yeah, I saw.
You better put it on Fiverr.
Man, somebody gotta look. I might have to pay somebody to do that one. But by look, I put it out there on Fiverr and do it and make it and then be selling.
Is that red?
What?
You're in South Carolina.
Yeah. Mama got that.
Why's it red?
I don't know why it's red. Where she got that from?
It's supposed to be blue.
It should be. Well, the one above you is blue. I represent South Carolina like I'm going back there a little bit anytime soon. Okay. Guess I need. That ain't Hebrew Israelites. Torah said that. Oh, they so stupid.
And then
What is it?
yeah, the one guy was like, yeah, man, you know, I don't talk religion. He said, I'm kind of Marshall. I'm just here, so I ain't homeless. Like, let me just sit here, mind my own business. Like, he asked me, I didn't ask him.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. But yeah, they that's the first question they always ask. We the real Hebrews. Now there are some now, so that's why I said.
Like, I wouldn't say half the stuff he said was true.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But the problem is, the issue is not the stuff. The issue is the little teeny stuff that he got that I think they have wrong that push people in the directions they don't need to go. They worry so much about. Well, we the true Israelites. Well, okay. First off, what you should have hit him back with was, why you worry about the festivals? Because most of the festivals will take place in Jerusalem, and the temple ain't even there anymore. So how you gonna follow these festivals if you can't even do it in the place you're supposed to do it, in the temple? The temple been tore down. They done built
And that one they tore down like 3 times?
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. The temple ain't even there anymore. So how you gonna live out these festivals? Because look, you read Jesus' life. He was a good Jew. He went up to Jerusalem for all these festivals. How you supposed to go to these festivals when the place where you're supposed to celebrate the festival is tore down and the Dome of the Rock is built there? So, I mean, people be wanting to get. I'm like, technically Judaism. If you look at it from the actual point, you can't really practice Judaism properly because most of those things are supposed to take place in the temple.
Mm-hmm.
And guess where the temple is? Destroyed. So how are you going to? Because they had synagogues, but synagogues weren't supposed to replace the temple. They were just supposed to be like, if you live like hella,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You could, we'll do it here. But the goal was to always go to Jerusalem to celebrate the festivals. A good Jew. That's why when Jesus died during the feast of during that feast, because guess what? People came from all over for that to happen.
I mean, break it down to a more simple point.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to be let's see here. I'm trying to think of PC way of saying this. If you was living your life right, you want to be where we're all in the same building.
Well, there is that. That's what I was going. As you were telling me this whole this, I'm like, he knows so much. Why he up in here? Why you ain't out here ministering to people instead of receiving help? So who is he ministering to? Because I know a good Jew's supposed to help out other people, right?
Well, he remember I told you he said he was a pastor and said he got ranked. He said when you're being persecuted, which is kind of true. If you're being persecuted, you're probably doing something right.
Yeah, people. Yeah, actually.
So he said, yeah, when he stepped down from the pulpit, he got blacklisted from the church essentially.
Something else happened. Because let me say this: even in them Baptist churches,
Because he said he told his bishop that he wanted to take a sabbatical, and then the bishop pretty much told him not to come back.
he had already been cutting up. I'm not, let's keep it. Look, been in church long enough, no church politics enough. He was already cutting up. So that when you said take a sabbatical, every time somebody say don't come back, you already been cutting up. This ain't something that just happened. Knowing him, he probably was acting. He probably was cutting up, doing something he had no business. I mean, even if it was.
You know what? Don't.
Let me say this: even if he was doing the right thing, but making people mad, my fault.
Where is it from? You got your
It's
water?
over there. Yeah, it was ringing. That's what I'm like. I thought it was over there. Hello?
Oh.
Hello? Oh. Yeah, and it here.
I was like, just sitting there like, bro, I don't care.
You do care. You're a bad Christian.
All Christians are bad parents.
Huh?
All Christians are bad parents.
Yeah, we're all going to hell.
I'm going to hell because we're not going to church on Saturday instead of Sunday. He say, if you don't follow all the
Hello? 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 Hey, what's up? I'm okay. A little miffed, stuffed at work, but it's okay. As far as what? Yeah, I didn't. I thought. Let me say this. I thought it was all gonna come. I thought I could be able to run both of them at the same time, but I think I was overzealous, and I think so. That was my fault because that was my plan, but I didn't really talk it through. So. Yep. All this month, hopefully. Okay. 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 Already. Yeah. 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 That. Okay. That work? Okay. Yep. Yeah, I get it. People aren't really. I mean, you come out better put them on the website and charge somebody 99 cents to download than printing off CDs. Yeah. Whatever. Okay. That's what I'm about to say. That's okay. If I find somebody pushing your age, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna have somebody for you. Like her son, she got one kid. He grown. He turned 18 in December, so he about out the house. So you ain't got to deal with him that much longer. I got you. Yeah. Now my boy just told me I should have just used my hotspot for one of them. So, we'll figure it out. Okay. Yep. All right. Yeah. Yeah. I told brother Swift that too. I said, yeah, we're gonna be outside, so if y'all wanna go ahead and get something going, we should go ahead and do it. If y'all wanna do praise and worship, because I was like, I gotta tell him, if you wanna do praise and worship, I need you like more than one track. Like do praise and worship. I need at least 2 or 3. Get people ready, because they was feeling it. But yeah, okay. Yeah, I figured. Well, look, we need Josh to get on them drums. You know, drums drive people here. Oh, he played piano. I need a drummer. Oh, well, good. You want to tell him we need him on them drums? We'll put them drums outside. Cause I think that'll help. I mean, what I'm saying is that'll. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah, we'll so Tuesday we'll test everything out and see what happens. That'll work. Okay. If you could run Zoom, I can. If you can run Zoom, I can run. I'll run OBS because that's what I'm trying to run. So we'll better handle it. Okay, that's all I need. That'll work. Well, just bring the laptop too, just in case. So that way, between me, you, and I think my boy will be here next weekend. We'll be able to figure it out. We'll be able to get it all set up. Then I should have came over here earlier and tried to get everything set up because I tried to sit in on Sunday school. That didn't help. So we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Alrighty. The AQ. All right, bye. Ooh. Ooh.
Hello? I don't have a key to this.